Gents, I just want to pause the episode for a moment to let you know about the Strong Men of Value Academy. You will have heard me refer to it a number of times, and I want to bring more attention to it. So this isn't just a program, it's a life-changing environment and community of men who are focused on personal and professional growth. We're looking at areas of relationships, wealth, and health, things to help you thrive and maximize your life. Imagine having bi-monthly one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, weekly group coaching calls, and an incredible brotherhood of high achievers by your side. Now we're diving into resilience, leadership, and holistic growth to not just succeed in your career, but to thrive in your health and your relationships. Your journey to greatness, it starts here. So join the movement and you can apply for the Strong Men of Value Academy. You can head to themanthatcanproject.com to find out more. The Man That Can Project podcast, a podcast empowering career-driven men to live more fulfilling lives. We are here to challenge your beliefs, redefine success, and talk about the important stuff in a relatable way. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. My name's Lachlan Stuart. Let's get into it. All right, we are back. Great to have you here. If you're returning, thank you so much. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. My name's Lachlan Stuart, and sitting across from me is
Bradley Matthews.
Oh, great to hear your voice. I'm going to pass it over to you, Brad.
Okay, so what we're going to go on today is 4 tips to improve your physical health. This is my opinion, the 4 top tips. So number 1 is exercise at least 45 minutes, 5 days a week. How many times do you exercise in a week?
Mate, I train 6 days a week personally.
That's really good.
But not all the sessions are 45 minutes. Like yesterday's session was 35, our running session, but a bit of warming up and cooling down in there as well.
Yeah.
But I like training 6 days. It just works for my lifestyle.
Yeah, that's good. So importance of exercising, obviously build strength and cardiovascular fitness. So with strength, you're going to build muscle. As you get older, when you get into your 30s, that's when sarcopenia starts to begin. And that is like muscle degeneration. And so
age-related, right?
Yeah. So that's when that process can start to begin. But it starts to accelerate when you get after 60. So we want to provide our body, we want to build as much muscle as possible to kind of slow that process down. And obviously when you're in your 60s and 70s and 80s, we don't really want to be relying on family, friends, and so on. We want to be self-reliant and have the strength to go and do these things, not be walking around with a walking stick, not be pulling your back from just lifting something off the floor. So building your body so that you can be resilient, self-reliant.
So you're putting in the work now. As the shirt that I'm wearing says, do it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing it for when you're older. Like,
doing it for when you're older. Yeah. We're doing it for now as well. Having strength to actually, if you go in a relationship, help your partner out with moving things, just general tasks.
That's kind of you.
Yeah. Just keeping up with the kids as well. If you've got a family, having the strength to be able to do that.
Just whatever the life looks like for you.
That's it.
Whatever, for some of you, you're super active. For some of you, you work stressful jobs. For others, you have families. It's like keep that health and fitness at a good baseline for that.
Yeah. And then cardiovascular. If you're doing cardiovascular, I do CrossFit myself. You do quite a bit of running, don't you? And that's within my training. So I complement the strength training with some cardiovascular fitness, and that's 5 days a week again. So I'll do my strength, and that's probably 45 minutes, and then I'll do at least 40 minutes of cardio after I've done my strength.
So you've got a good balanced approach to fitness, so like more like a hybrid model where you are still working both.
That's right, yeah. And I find that's important because with cardio, that's good for your heart and prevent like cardiovascular disease, and great for if you want to go for hikes at the weekends. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't think I can do that, I'm not fit enough. So it's being able to go at the weekends and go for a hike if you want to, not looking at things like, oh no, I can't do it because of my health. So if you work on your strength and cardiovascular fitness, I feel that this can actually help improve your lifestyle as well.
I couldn't agree more. When I neglected my health, I struggled mentally, and I struggled with a lot of things in my life. I think it teaches you discipline, resilience, and a whole lot of stuff as well. So it's not just focusing on having the muscle. It's like what you learn from the process of commitment and discipline as well is very important.
Yeah, that's right. And then the academy as well. I mean, some people be like, well, how do I program 5 days of strength and cardio? What does that look like? And that's one thing we do in the academy. We take thinking away, and we actually have programs. We have programs for people that want to do that, build their strength, increase their cardiovascular fitness. And even if they haven't got the equipment, we have body weight programs, and like you've built the running program. So we have those. We take the thinking approach away.
Get rid of all the excuses.
Yeah, that's it.
No
so
excuses.
That's it. It's in an app. Boom. You just look at what you got to do that day and get on with it.
Yeah, I really like that approach. And I think it's such an important thing because it allows you to track it, and it does mean that you can walk in and just get straight into it.
That's it. Okay, we're going to move on to number 2. So getting your protein in, at least 20 grams of protein with each meal and 10 grams or 10 to 15 grams as a snack every time you have a snack. And the importance of protein, I mean, ultimately it helps us build muscle and helps repair our muscles. But also it's good for your skin, hair, nails, pretty much everything in your body, like cells. So it's a really important aspect to complement your training.
Is it good for protein farts?
Is that what you've been?
Yeah.
Is Amy been complaining?
Mate, never complains.
But yeah, if you want to get rid of the misses in a quick way, then get that protein down and start farting away. So yeah, protein I definitely recommend. And like when I say protein, to keep it simple, that's like meats. It could be red meats, there's fish. What else we got? Protein powders. If people are vegans, that's like soy, beans, lentils, and they even do like vegan protein stuff nowadays, like powders and stuff. Yeah. What do you do what do you normally have for your protein?
Mate, recently I've been first thing in the morning because I listen to what you say. I have a protein shake in the morning. So I'm having my normal breakfast, adding some protein into it. So it might be some bacon, or, I've also been having leftover steaks, etc., which has been quite weird because it doesn't fit with the breakfast mold, but I've been feeling great for it. But yeah, every morning I've been having my whey protein. I've even just got on a muscle gainer, which is high in protein as well, just because I want a few extra calories as well.
Yeah, that's great. And also it can help if you are heading towards your goals to lose fat, for example. Protein actually has a high thermic effect of food. So when you consume it, you actually burn calories. Your body requires...
because of digestion? And
more effort for your body to digest. So in someone's fat loss journey, that's why we keep the protein relatively high. Like around 30% of their calories will be protein because of that reason. And obviously that's going to help build muscle as well. If you're just training without eating the protein, how do you expect for your muscles to grow? And ultimately, if you have more muscle, you're going to burn more calories while you're resting, doing nothing.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
You help people with that in the academy as well. Like you've got a course coming out shortly on how people can work out their calories and identify what their macro split should be as well. Because obviously, once again, different for everyone, but providing information and ways for you to start working on that for yourself is really important to taking ownership for your health, right? It's not about just sitting there and being told what to do. It's like, let's get all the information in, test some things, see what responds well for your body so that you're in control of what's going to work for your body.
Yeah, because it changes all the time, doesn't it?
It does, 100%.
And also your goals change as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, we're building that course, step by step of how to basically do your own nutrition.
Word, Cotton.
Yeah, awesome. All right, number 3. So that is water. Getting in at least 2.
We've smashed a heap just while we're doing these podcasts.
We have, yeah. And especially like living in a place like we are in Australia, got the amount you sweat and the amount of water, electrolytes, and that you're losing. It's important to replenish those. Some main reasons why is like focus, to help your brain function well, energy, your performance in the gym. If you're dehydrated, like you probably see that your weights can be, you're not lifting as much as what you normally do. And also good for your mood. So it's really important to keep that hydration. Like 45 to 60% of your body weight is water. So yeah. How much water do you drink a day?
I have been notoriously bad at it in the past. Only because I lose drink bottles like they're going out of fashion. However, I've obviously got one on the desk. I try to drink 3 liters a day. It's it's purely if you're listening to this now and your mood or your energy's low, start increasing your water intake and see what happens.
For me, the biggest thing I notice is my brain function, like the way I can focus.
Yep.
Is if I'm dehydrated and stuff like, and if your lips are chapped, you're probably already dehydrated. If your lips are getting dry, and you're already thinking about water, you're probably already a little bit dehydrated. You need to start thinking about hydrating. So get yourself a decent water bottle. Keep it on the side at home. I think when I'm at home, I actually drink less water
than when you're walking around.
When I'm at the gym and coaching and stuff, because I've got a water bottle then, and I'm drinking out of it. At home, it's like filling up a glass, but the glass goes pretty quick, and then I forget to fill it. So what I've tried to do is keep that water bottle I use at the gym out and fill that and have it. And when that's finished, just fill it. So then it's like less. I'm creating less friction between me
and being hydrated.
Yeah.
Good one. I like it.
You like it. Okay, number 4 is sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours a day. Oh my God.
Can I just say something? So
on this one.
Within our program, one thing that I have personally underutilized, but I've been utilizing a lot more is we can actually track, for those who have all the smart devices, you can track that and sync it up with our app. So we can see how much you're sleeping. We can see, for those who use MyFitnessPal, that integrates as well, how much you're drinking, how much you're eating. And that's been really helpful for me. So every time I open to log or see what my workout is and then log the workout, I'm also saying, you slept for 6 hours, 18 minutes last night. It's a good reminder that it's like, I'm undersleeping. I may need to have a nap today or, really get to bed earlier tonight so my body can recover properly.
Yeah. Definitely. And you still wear your Whoop band as well, don't you?
I took it off for a while. I've got it back on now because I still got a few months membership. So I'm like, well, if I've paid for it, I may as well utilize it.
Yeah.
It's great data.
Oh, 100%. I also have a Whoop band. I use that as well to track my sleep. Don't take that off 24/7. See what type of sleep I'm getting. But some benefits of sleep. Big one, regulate your hormones. So if you're not getting adequate sleep, then cortisol levels can rise, which is your stress hormone. And obviously, if your stress is high, that could affect your digestive system. And people have upset stomachs and stuff all the time. That could be a reason as well. Can help with your energy levels, your strength, your cardiovascular fitness, your focus, and it's great for your memory as well. So I personally think sleep should be prescribed. Doctors should be like, this is what you need. Track your sleep. If they come back in, obviously, some things do need to be medicated. I'm still not saying that things shouldn't be medicated, but I genuinely feel a lot of issues that people have nowadays because of lack of sleep.
Definitely. Sorry.
Yeah, like with the phones, the technology, that's obviously keeping us awake. I mean, I'm guilty of it some nights. I'm not saying I'm a perfect specimen. And that's something personally I've been working on since this year, actually. That was my goal. Also joining my camp, I turned around and said to you, okay, I'm not coaching. My first coaching session is going to be at 6 a.m. because I'm just feeling that I'm not getting enough sleep. And I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was only getting 6 hours a night, and I was having to power nap. Do you remember I used to say to you, and you was like, Brad, you love a power nap, but that power nap isn't the same sleep. I'm not getting the same sleep as a normal night's sleep as a power nap. So I'm still missing that out, and that sleep I'll never, ever get back. You don't accumulate that sleep back. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
So you're paying catch up all the time. You're in sleep debt.
Yeah.
So yeah, an important thing for me was that, and I've not been having power naps since I've been having my 7 to 8 hours sleep.
Awesome.
I feel like my training, I've been able to turn up. I'm not like feeling unmotivated to go and train. I'm ready. I'm focused. I feel that when I used to read as well, I'd get through a paragraph and be like, shit, what did that just say? Yeah, and then I have to go and reread it again, and I'm like, why am I not taking it in? That's sleep.
Yeah.
And then ever since I started getting my sleep right, I swear, like reading, like just remembering information, memory, everything.
It's a whole nother.
Honestly,
what's your sleep hygiene or your sleep process look like? How do you make sure that you're maximizing the sleep that you have?
I'll be completely honest with you. I don't really have a big routine at the moment, and that's something I need to get better with. But I know things that help me sleep. If I have had, like, say, a couple of nights of bad sleep, for example. But I'm sleeping really well at the moment. But that's saunas. So I feel if I have a sauna in the evening, that helps me get to sleep. I feel breathing as well if I'm struggling to get to sleep. So I focus on like four in through the nose, breathing 4 seconds through the nose and in for 4 seconds through the nose, out for 7 seconds through the mouth, and counting. If my mind starts to go on to other things, I'll bring it back to the count, and I feel sooner or later I'm out. Another thing as well, not eating. That's actually something I've worked on, is not eating too close to bedtime.
Yeah.
So I'm not like wired, or my body's still trying to deal with what's going on digestion wise. Keeping my stress levels down. So if I have got stuff on my mind, I'm writing those down, or like reminders on the iPhone. I use that a lot. So it's like, it's not circling around my mind before I'm going to bed. So it's not going a million miles an hour. Just brain dump it all out, and then I can sleep better. That helps as well. So I don't really have a routine, but I kind of, I've already have something that I just do without, we have an understanding of it. And it's something I've always done. What I was lacking was just the amount of sleep. And that's something that I've worked on now, which is, oh my God, it's made a massive difference to me.
Some things that have helped me, and for those who share a bed with someone and they may be on their phone, I've got an eye mask. Also, keeping my room temperature at a certain temperature is important. But a game changer for me has been magnesium. Supplementing magnesium. I just always found I twitch a lot when I sleep, and even found it hard to get to sleep when I was either run down or stressed or whatever. And having magnesium has helped me sleep like a dream. So that's been game changing. Yeah.
And there's a really good book I recommend actually people listen to, and that's Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. I learned quite a bit off that.
We will have that in our sleep course in the academy.
Yeah.
So all our courses as well, obviously we're not gurus in everything as much as we're probably coming across like that. No, I'm kidding. But we have a place where obviously we're helping men become the best version of themselves through mental and physical fitness. And we just provide tools and resources in a course format to help you go from point A to point C, for example, in a format rather than going, oh, where do I need to go? What do I need to look at in order to improve these areas of my life?
Yeah. So we'll go over the 4 tips to improve your physical health again. So number 1, that's exercise at least 45 minutes, 5 or 6 days a week like Lockie.
And it doesn't have to be strenuous, right? It could be chilled. Yeah, it could be a walk.
Yeah, do what you enjoy. I always do recommend strength training. I'm a strength coach.
I reckon a minimum of 2 strength sessions.
I just think it's so benefit, and we know the benefits of it. People say do what you enjoy, but I strongly believe
100%.
Yeah, I feel that you should implement a little bit of strength
and one hardcore session. Yeah, like, you got to stress yourself. You got to challenge yourself. To go, woo.
Yeah,
because otherwise you don't really know what intense training is. No. It's important.
Good for your mind as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 2, getting that protein in, so at least 20 grams per meal and 10 to 15 grams when you have a snack. Number 3, drinking at least 2 to 2.5 litres of water a day. Again, that could change on your location. If you're living in a hot climate, or you're exercising a lot, you may have to consume more. And the last is sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours a day. Again, some people may need more than that. Everyone's different. All right.
Perfect. If you got value from that, Brad, thanks for those tips. They were super helpful. Value from that, make sure you start implementing firstly, most importantly. If you need help with that, check out our academy. It might be a good fit for you, or it maybe won't be, but we can definitely help you with those things mentioned there. Thirdly, if you got value from this, share it on your socials, tag us, reach out to us on the socials with questions. And if you could take 90 seconds to leave a review, that would be greatly appreciated. It helps us continue delivering amazing guests to you guys as well that can talk about their areas of expertise there. So signing off, do something today to be better for tomorrow. Thank you for listening to the Man That Can Project podcast. My name is Lachlan Stuart, and I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. If you did, please take a moment to rate and review the Man That Can Project on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with our newest episodes. We'll see you again next time.